If I'm looking away, don't get confused. Just to remind you, reminding you that I'm doing both on Facebook and also on YouTube. Now, this hadith that I'll be sharing with you is a hadith that we always need to remind ourselves, particularly in this time when we're seeing there is a problem between the US government and the TikTok. And the reason I want to talk to you about this particular app, and not only just this app, but also other apps, social media that we use, social media platforms that we use to raise our voice, to make our voice heard. The reason I want to do that is because this has become a very important part of our life, and this is something we use every single day. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he mentioned, and this is in this hadith is reported in Tirmidhi. This is a Sahih hadith, and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he basically talked about because of the situation that we're in, things that we use, for example, as I mentioned, social media apps, and we also have Netflix. We have many other things that keeps us really, really busy. Movies, going to the cinemas, sports, soccer, cricket, you name it. All of these things are being given to us as a mean of entertainment. So we want to entertain ourselves. It's easy for us to do that. And the worst part of the whole entertainment thing is that it really kills our time very, very fast. There is nothing that kills our time like entertainment. Every time you tune on even news these days have become a mean of entertainment. Every time you tune into the TV, or every time you tune into something entertaining, what you will see is that I have a comment on YouTube. Inshallah, I'll respond to your comment soon, inshallah. You will see that every time you turn yourself to a entertainment, whether it is movie or news, you will see that the time is going very, very fast. So that's that. And then you also have hanging out with friends, and cooking food and talking to them, and spending more time in gossiping, talking about things that are not really necessary, like wasteful things. You also have time, family times, and you spend time with your daughters, with your wife, and there are so many fitna outside that they actually do not want to go back home. Sometimes they want to spend all the time, for example, doing shopping, for example, having or going to a movie theater, or going to a restaurant to eat. So in other words, they all the time keep you busy. Before, it was not the case. In the past, they did not have these many options, but now, even if you go to just a shopping mall, even if you do no shopping, just by walking inside the shopping mall, and by looking at different products and items, you will see that time is going really, really fast. So my point here is that everything that you do, at the moment you decide to entertain yourself, the moment you decide to do something for fun, you will see that time is going and time is flying very, very fast. And this was not the case in the past. It is happening more and more often these days. So what we find in this hadith, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he prophesies that this thing will happen, that you will find no barakah in time, and you will see these things happening before the end of time. Okay, so the hadith is very important hadith to remember, from Sahih at-Tirmidhi. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he mentioned, لا تقوم الساعة حتى يتقرب الزمان, that the hour will not be established until the time will fly, or time will travel very fast. And then he gave an example. So what does it mean? Time will fly very, very fast, right? So the Prophet ﷺ, he then explained what it really means when he said time will fast. The hour will not be established until time will pass very fast. So then the first example he gave is that فَتَكُونُ السَّنَةُ كَالشَّهْرِ, that a year will feel like a shahr, means a month. A year will feel like a month. Now, if you take a look at the years that that has gone by, for example, 2019, 2018, 2017, we really, could not benefit a lot from those years. I mean, We the only thing that we have now, looking back at those years, is our age. Just a number. We are adding up more numbers, we are adding up more time, but really it felt like we have achieved nothing. We have accomplished nothing. The world has accomplished really nothing much. I'm talking about benefiting the ummah. I'm talking about benefiting the believers. We haven't achieved much. And then Rasulullah said that, so these years, 2017, 18, 19, even right now, we are almost halfway through the year of 2020, and it will be over very soon. Before you even know it, it will be December, it will be January again. So the ball is rolling all the time. And Rasulullah, he then said, so this is the situation of the year, that the year, fatakuna sanatuka shahrin. And then he said, wa shahru kal jumu'ati. And then he said that a shahr, a month, will feel like a week. Jumu'ati means here week. And it is so true. Today is August 2nd, right? If you're watching this video, today is August 2nd. Where is the month of July? Where is June? Where was May? Where was April, March? These are all gone. And now we feel like those months were really like a week. I mean, July just gone by. You will think that it was a whole month, 30 days, but feels like really a week. I mean, it's just a matter of praying one namaz, Juma namaz, to the next one. That's really all our life has become. And then he compared that. Not only that, the month will feel like a week, and then he said even a week. وَتَكُونُ جُمَعَتِكَ الْيَوْمِ. He even said that a week will feel like a day, a kalyom, a day. And it is true. If you remember last time you prayed Juma prayer, you will think, well, I prayed Juma just yesterday. This is how we feel these days. And this is happening because the end of time is coming, the hour is coming, so time is traveling very, very fast. We are not seeing any benefit. We are not seeing any barakah. So praying Juma last week feels like we prayed Juma only yesterday. And this is a prophecy, subhanAllah. And not a single person, a Muslim, non-Muslim, will dispute or argue about that. In fact, I have heard a lot of people talking about how their weekend was, how their week was, and then they will say, well, it went by so fast. I mean, if you go back to work on Monday, right, for example, you will like, oh, where was the weekend? You really did nothing. It felt nothing. So the barakah in time is not there. So he said, Rasulullah said, this is exactly what will happen. وَتَكُونُ جُمْعَتِكَ الْيَوْمِ. A Juma, a week, will feel like a yom. And then he said, what does a yom means? Like, what is the barakah in a day? What does it really mean? Then he said, وَيَكُونُ الْيَوْمُ كَالسَّاعَةِ. And a day will feel like an hour, a day will feel like an hour. And this is, again, if you look back your yesterday, the really the true feeling that comes, like that is that I just lived for an hour yesterday. Like, all you can really, like, everything that you have accomplished yesterday, in other words, let me break it down. Everything that you have accomplished yesterday, you could have done it in just 1 hour, but then it was a whole day. So the whole day you used just to accomplish what you could accomplish in just 1 hour. And that is because there is no barakah. You do not really need one whole day to accomplish what you can accomplish in 1 hour. That's the point. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, and then he said about the sa'a, وَتَكُونُ السَّاعَةُ كَالضُّرْمَةِ بِالنَّارِ. And an hour will feel like burning of the braids of the date palm tree. Means, if you let's say, if you put a palm tree, and it's the braid, the branches of it on fire, and you watch it burn, right? You watch it burn. The amount it will take, how long it will take? Maybe a minute, maximum 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. The whole hour, okay. وَتَكُونُ السَّاعَةُ كَالضُّرْمَةِ بِالنَّارِ. A whole hour, like I'm talking to you now, how many minutes? 10 minutes is gone. 10 minutes is gone. 1 hour will feel like when you look at a palm tree, the leaves are burning. You just watch it and it's gone. It's all turned into coal, right? This is how an hour will feel like. And this is so true. Where is our last hour? What did we do last hour? We could have done it in just few minutes. In other words, you do not really need an hour to accomplish what you have accomplished in just 5 minutes. But you already spent 1 hour, but you don't even know. This is how uh, you know blessingless our last hour was, that we do not need even that 1 hour to accomplish what we could accomplish in just 5 minutes. So there is no barakah, and this hadith is again reported in Tirmidhi. This is Sahih hadith, and dear brothers and sisters, this is so true. So what we can do is, in this time when time is really going by so fast, what we can really do is to spend it for the sake of Allah. Try to remember Him as much as we can, and even more, because then and only then it will be counted for our good deeds, as a good deed. If we are spending this time doing really no good deed, then it will be counted against us. I have few comments, Jenny, then Ben Heroes. Inshallah, if you have any comment, you can always leave your comment, and I will see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.